Hello everyone, Razzamatronic here from Dark Fortress. Today I'm going to be doing a Let's Play of an adventure game, a point-and-click adventure game, developed by Benjamin Yahtzee Craowshaw, known as 5 Days a Stranger. Now for those of you who don't know, Yahtzee does the hit Game Critics series, Zero Punctuation on the Escapist. I'll provide a link to his videos if you want, so that you can go check them out. And basically, I'm just going to be playing through this game at my own pace, talking about it, and whatever happens to enter my head at the time when I run out of content. And so yeah, I really love these games. It's a series. There's 4 of them. There's 5 Days a Stranger, 7 Days a Skeptic, Trilby's Notes, and then 6 Days a Sacrifice. They are all very well designed, amazingly well written, and with that, it basically just makes up for the fact that they're only point-and-click adventures or text-based adventures. So here you see the main character of 5 Days a Stranger, Trilby. Now he's a cat burglar, and what I'm going to be doing for this game is I'm just going to be going straight for things. Like, I'm not going to dawdle around looking around for stuff, because I know where about 80% of the stuff is. So, when I got to this part of the game, I was actually pretty confused why this guy ran away. I mean, I know it's like a mask and stuff, but you find out later, I don't want to spoil anything, but this guy is with a couple organizations where he should be relatively well off and be able to handle, like, one cat burglar. So, the background of this game, I just want to fill you in on this, is that this mansion, once you enter it, you can't leave. All the doors and windows to the outside world are locked, except for stuff leading into the backyard, and the walls are impassable because there's a ravine nearby. So essentially, this entire mansion is like a prison, and there are about 5 people in it. That man that ran away from you, Trilby himself, a treasure hunter, a school kid, and a TV reporter. And they've all been trapped in here for a while, except for Trilby, who came in here to steal stuff. And right here I just kind of spaced out while I was recording. I don't even remember what I had to do. So basically, I know where most of the puzzle items are, so I'll just be going straight for them. I will skip through most of the dialogue, just enough for me to read it. So if it seems I'm going a bit fast, it just means that I can read really quickly. So if you want to read them for the next episode, I will gladly slow it down. It's just that sometimes there can be a lot of dialogue, and just, it can be annoying a bit sometimes. But that aside, this is still a well-designed game. It just drew me in right off the start, and I have never played another adventure game that I have liked so much. It's just incredible. It's like the cave story of point-and-click adventure games. And I know I probably, in all my videos, aside from the obvious cave story ones, I will probably be mentioning cave story in some way, because I tend, for my reviews and Let's Plays, I tend to lean towards less mainstream games and more independently developed stuff, which I find more interesting, except for maybe Halo and Mass Effect. Because a lot of the mainstream games like Call of Duty, Final Fantasy, they were good way back when, but now they're just crap that gets remade all the time. Though, before I get 9 million rage comments, I'm just gonna say, I don't hate Call of Duty. I love the gameplay, it's very entertaining, the zombie mode in Black Ops is awesome, and it's quite realistic, but it could stand to be a little less realistic. I mean, when I think of a game, I think of something that I can have fun with, and that takes me to this magical world. I don't want to be stuck in some kind of permanent gray-brown, blood-stained, slow-moving, realistic Iron Sights game for the rest of my life. If that happened, I think I'd have to shoot myself in the foot to wake up or something like that. And that's where my comments just kind of break down. But yeah, so what you'll see from me and probably Slade as well is that we don't review a lot of mainstream stuff. We do play a lot of mainstream stuff. It's just that talking about it, you run out of stuff to say real quick. Whereas with independent games, you can always find something to say about it, whether it's a reference to another game, something that interests you about the game, and I just find independent games a lot more fun to play because they use ideas more. And so, here you see me kind of mess up. I start walking this way, and then I realize that I'm going the wrong way. I have to go back into the house and upstairs to be able to activate the person who's going to be in this tree here. But yeah, I'm just going to go back talking to this game because I think I went on a little rant again about independent versus mainstream, and I'll just get off the topic before I fill up the whole video. Anyways, this game, it actually interests me a lot more than most puzzle games because it's logical. Like, it really follows laws of nature while still being very creative. Like, if you have to get across a gap, you'll use your umbrella grappling hook. If you have to, hang yourself, you'll make a noose out of the wire. And you don't need to break down a door by building your own battering ram out of a log, a couple door handles, a couple nails, and then build a frame so that you can swing it automatically out of a car frame. Like most adventure games would have you do, or have you try and make a door when you could just put stuff in front of the doorway, or something like that. This game has a more straightforward approach that I find quite refreshing, while still being very creative about it. Like, when I first played the game, a couple of the things that they did, although it sounds probably stupid, I was actually stumped for a bit, stuck halfway through the game. And I hate doing this, but I honestly had to consult, like, an FAQ, but only on one occasion, so I was very proud of that. So, anyway, yeah. That character that we saw back there was Simone, and she is the news reporter that you find, and I think she is my least hated character that isn't Trilby. Like, Trilby is just an awesome character, but the other people are just really annoying. I'm not sure if they were designed that way, or if Yahtzee just kind of accidentally made them that way, but in terms of annoyingness, this person and then Philip, who we saw in the lounge a while back, are probably the most annoying people in the game. Just because Jim doesn't really do much. Like, you can get him to follow you around, but whenever you go and actually do something, he says he's just going to wimp out and go back to the library. And then Philip is just stubborn and paranoid. And although I respect that, because I can be stubborn and paranoid at sometimes, I was just getting really frustrated with him by the end. So, yeah. I'll probably stop the recording. Yeah, I think I stopped the recording just before I decided to do some 20 questions with these yahoos over here. And basically, before the video ends, I just wanted to say that I will complete this game, and then I would really appreciate it if you guys would give me a little feedback, either on our Facebook page, currently titled Minercraft, that might change, or as a comment or a subscription, and just let us know what you think, and if you're not satisfied with it, we'll try and do better. And thanks for watching.